this is Mickey, and I'm with the main branch of the Shawano County Library. And this is our last summer reading garden tip, and so I wanted to check back in and let you know how my composting has gone this summer. Learned a few things along the way, had some issues and corrected those, so I wanted to share what I've learned. So if you want to zoom in here and peek at what the compost looks like now, I've had a summer of adding food scraps in here. This morning I just grabbed a few dried stems from daylilies and tossed them in here. I've got eggshells, and if you can see, I have some fruit flies too. So that's been kind of my issue that I've been working on. So when you have fruit flies, one of the things is maybe you have a little too much green matter. So what I have learned is whenever I put food scraps in here, food scraps being any tops from beets or lettuce or any food scraps, vegetables that way, things without fats on them. So don't put your buttered carrots in here. We don't want any fats or oils in here. But after a summer of adding a lot of that, my levels of brown to green have skewed. So what I need to do, what I've learned is anytime I put scraps in here, I use the pitchfork and I turn them in to bury them down in my compost. I have also learned to add some more brown matter to it. So things that I have added are straw. This is just straw that I had access to, and so I will come through periodically and I add some of this in. Straw will start to break up the green matter a little bit and will allow more air to circulate within the compost. We want it to be moist, but we don't want it to be so compacted that there's no airflow. That will affect your compost. The other thing that I had access to was some leaves. So I spread these out on the lawn and I mowed them up. And this is a really great brown matter. Why I mowed those up is that I want this to go a little quicker. And by getting them cut into a smaller size, you have more edges that the microbes can get onto the leaves and break them down a little quicker. So I will add that in. And because I don't want to have critter issues in town here, I have been weekly turning this. That will also speed the whole process up. So I come and I toss some of this brown matter on here, and then I will just work this and turn it with the pitchfork a few times and really mix it and blend it in. And you can see as I go through, there's eggshells in here. There's a house plant that didn't quite make it. I'm leaving this in as an experiment. Typically I would try and cut up everything a little bit smaller before I toss it in here, but I just kind of wanted to see how long does it take to start to break down. So I am learning that way. So we'll just come through and we'll stir it. And you can see already, because I've been stirring it weekly, this is starting to break down a bit quite nicely. So that is my experiment so far. I am really satisfied right now with where this compost pile is. This fall, as we start to do yard cleanup and leaves, I will just give this a really good amount of leaf matter, stir it one final time and leave it for the winter and see what I get next spring. So along with this post, I will again add the link to the Wisconsin DNR compost guide for Wisconsin here. It's really a lot of good help for our area. I hope that it helps you, and I hope it inspires you to get a compost pile going yourself. Thanks for watching.